Welcome to beautiful Hamburg State Park. We're going to do a drive-through video. This is site number 1. It does not have any water background. Site number 2 is pretty big and spacious. Site number 2 is definitely for tents. There is no water in the background. Site number 3 is a back-in. It does have a water view, but it is not on the water. And site number 4 is a pull-through, has a fantastic water view, and lots of ample space. Site number 5 is the first one we're looking at. It is definitely on the water. Site number 6 sits right next to it. It would be a great buddy site. Site number 7, as we're looking out, is a pull-through, but possibly a small pull-through. And this is site number 8. It is a back-through, a back-in. Site number 9 sits up. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a pull-through, a lot of space, nothing real close to it. Site number 10 sits a little lower, right on the water, and is a back-through. Site number 11, as you can see, someone is backing in now. Has a nice water view. Site number 11 and 12 are rather close to one another, as we see down here. Good buddy sites, or get to know your neighbors well. All of the sites have picnic tables and fire rings. Right here is site 14. It sits on the water and has lots of ample space between the sites. It is a pull-through. Site number 15 is a back-in. Will work well for a larger rig. And site number 16 is a pull-through. It sits right on the water, almost at water level. Site number 17 sits on the water, as we can see, and site number 18 is right next to it. 17 and 18. And this is site number 19. It sits on the water. And site 20, someone moved in here real quick before I could get in to film it. Beautiful site. It's a pull-through. As you can see, it has a large RV. It's right next to the little fishing pier. However, that site does not have a lot of shade. And the workers are out here cleaning up the spots. This is site number 21, where the workers are. And 22 and 23 sit back together, right back here, and they're all on the water. Site number 24 is a back-in on the water. And this is site number 25, a back-in on the water. Site number 26, and my very favorite, site number 27, which is where we're staying. We love site 27. Lots of space in between the campsites. We have 2 dogs and a little Pomsky dog, so we've got a total of 3, and this gives us lots of space for the dogs to run and play in the water. This is site 28, the first one. Site number 29, where the red truck is, and site number 30, right there. It's got more space than the other two do. Now that is a virtual tour of the sites at Hamburg Campground. We absolutely love it here. It's quiet and small. And during the COVID-19, everybody is practicing their social distancing, and we have thoroughly enjoyed it. Only thing we have missed is our social media. Cell service is awful. We have to drive down the road and find a hill and check our email. But you know what? That's fine. So if you want to disconnect, this is exactly the place to go. And as we're coming up on the dump station. Right there. There's your dumpsters and the dump station. And that is our tour. I hope you've enjoyed it and you find your special spot at this wonderful park. Bye.